Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Mafia Mike.
so you are seeing this on a Friday, and on a Friday it is
Crochet Catch Up
oh
with Friday with Manfa and Mike.
there you go guys. Welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. As you know, every Friday we let you know what crochet has been going on in the Manfa and Mike household. And guys, this is the first time you have seen Mike on a Friday for at least a month, if not longer. Yes, he has something to show, but you're going to have to wait right the way to the end of the video to see it because he's got just one thing. Okay, so listen to me waffle probably for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then Mike will have his turn.
For about 2 minutes.
Anyway, all joking aside, it has been another one of those weeks where I don't feel like I've got a lot done. Now, I have had crochet catch-ups before where I feel like I've got more to show. However, there are some new whips. So, let's do the old and then go into the new. So, old whips, as you well know, I have been spurred on. Oh, I can't even lift. 2 secs. Been spurred on to try and finish my fruit square blanket. Last week, I showed you that I had put a border on the 9 guava squares and the 9 lime squares. So they were last week. Hoping to be a little bit further on than I am, but I'm not because I started new things, which I shouldn't have, but I did. But I got the 9 dragon fruits done. So now I'm up to 27 squares bordered out of 72. Still have a little way to go. And that is, of course, the Premier fruit rolls. And then what I am bordering it with is this mammoth ball of yarn. Oh, I'm literally wrecking the joint, excuse me. Mammoth ball of yarn, special Aran with wool in this beautiful, it's bigger than my head, it's even bigger than Mike's head, because I'm going to border all 72 squares and connect them with this as well, so I needed a jumbo ball to hopefully have enough to do that, and I believe that I will. So yeah, 27 fruit squares bordered out of 72, so 9 squares progress, should be a bit further on, but like I said, I started new stuff, so I just can't help myself, guys. And I also said that I was going to be focusing on old unfinished objects to get them done by the end of the year, and well, yeah, I haven't. I think I've got a bit of crocheter's curse there. Anyway, so that was the fruit squares blanket. All my other squares that are waiting to be bordered are in here. They are still plain Janes, nothing happened to them yet. And they are in my don't be so hypocritical bag, which I absolutely love. So I will be working through that bag next week as well, and hopefully I'll have a few more squares to show you, but I am definitely nowhere near joining. So apologies for that, but that's where we are with that. Okay, couple of new things because we'll do our luck of the draws at the end. This one here. So if you guys follow the beautiful Lynette over at Charmed Grammy, hi Lynette if you're watching, and Lynette does watch most if not all of our videos, which is super lovely. She is being sponsored by Hobie to do her hashtag ugly sweater cowl 2022. She is doing a hexagon cardigan, which is a pattern from Hobie, and Hobie gave her the yarn to do it. I am not being sponsored by Hobie. I am not that famous yet. I am not that known yet. So I had to buy my own yarn. And if you remember, in my yarn haul that you would have seen on Wednesday, I bought some Christmas cakes, and there were 2 cakes in that haul called Christmas Morning, which was dark green, dark red, and a cream colour. Well, I spent my day off on Tuesday absolutely massacring those cakes, which felt oh so wrong, because I wanted to separate all the colours and individually cake them for easier use. But I I felt bad that I wasn't joining in with Lynette. Lynette has said a couple of times, please join, please join. It would be great to see what you come up with. A couple of other podcasters are doing it. Pamela's Adoring Crochet. She's doing the same cardigan that Lynette's doing. I think she's finished it this week. Wowzers. And our Lala, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, she is doing the same cardigan, but she's doing it in blues because she said she's going to have a blue Christmas because we're not all with her. So she's doing it in blue. But they are all doing the same pattern. Manfa being Manfa went a bit off the beaten track. It's still a wearable and it's still Christmas themed. And yes, I'm using Christmas colours and technically Christmas yarn. So I hope, Lynette, that ticks all the boxes. If it doesn't, put down below what I need to change because I actually want to follow all the rules. But I also found a pattern from Hobie and it is for the Jolly Times vest, which looks like that. It's made up of granny squares and granny triangles. You stitch them all together and then do your little nice fancy edging. And I actually decided to do a vest rather than a sweater because A, I've never done a sweater. B, I'm pressed for time and I shouldn't really be joining in anyway because I've got loads of UFOs that I should be doing, not this. And C, the likelihood is that I'm going to be working Christmas Day and we are allowed to go into work dressed up festively. But the nature of my job is running around like a loony with a hoover and a duster and changing beds and cleaning bathrooms. I get very hot. So I thought that if I had a festive vest, that might help with me not getting too hot and bothered. So that is what it's supposed to look like. And then without showing you too much of the pattern, and I hope this is allowed, but I'm going to show you anyway. There are 6 different types of granny squares. I have done all of those that I need and all of those that I need, but I still have all the rest and the triangles to do. Like I said, I chopped up those cakes, separated the colours. However, there wasn't enough cream for the joining of all the squares because every square has the same border. So the cream little cakes that I made have gone into our scrap bin, so they will probably be seen in Tile of the Week. So because I didn't have enough cream, where's my bag? Here it is. I dug out a yarn that I have shown on this channel quite a bit, and it is the Hayfield Bonus Glitter White, because I thought, why not have some sparkly snow? So that is from my stash, Hayfield Bonus Glitter, and I have another one if this isn't enough. So I hand caked this myself because it was actually in skein form. And then I could have chopped up my gingerbread cakes for the gingerbread colour in this, but I only needed 1 colour out of 3 and I didn't want to waste the other colours, and I have a plan for those gingerbread cakes, but that won't be known about for a little while. So again, in my stash I rummaged around and I found some Stylecraft DK in their colour gingerbread. So I got a skein of that and I hand caked it, and again I've got another one if I need it because my stash is quite extensive. And away I went making my little squares. So I have 6 of this one using the green from the Christmas cake, and I have 7 of this one because that's what I needed, using the red and green, but I haven't sewn in my ends yet, guys. I literally furiously put this white on probably about an hour before filming this video. So yeah, so I will make all the different squares that I need, connect them all with the sparkly white, and I will have a festive Christmas vest at the end of it. So Lynette, let me know, does it count as one of your ugly Christmas garment type thingamajigs? Am I hitting all the tick boxes? Because I just felt awful that I wasn't joining in, because I kept saying to her, oh, I wish I could but I don't have time, wish I could but I don't have time. And then I'm like, you've got to make time for Lynette, because if you guys have been here a little while, I fangirl over Lynette a little bit, which I'm sure makes her feel a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest with you. Oh, and they're living in the project bag that I got from my beautiful Aussie Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I fangirl over Lynette a little bit. first few times I met her in Zoom, I was literally like, oh, I'm actually speaking to Charm Grammy. And Mike's like, she's just a normal person. I'm like, but it's Charm Grammy. And he's like, don't, because you're being weird. And I'm like, I can't help it. And then I actually blurted it out. She was like, hi, nice to meet you. And I'm like, you're actually real, sitting on your couch talking to me. And she went, yes, last time I checked. That was it. No, that was it. Then I was talking to Lynette and everything was a-okay. But I still fangirl a little bit because Lynette is a much bigger channel than me. And I just like, wow. So there we go. I'm joining in with Lynette's crochet along. Hers has to be done by the end of November. We've got to the end of the year, I believe. But don't quote me on it because, like I said, I don't even know if I'm following all the rules properly anyway. For the Christmas vest, I am using my Clover 4.5. For the fruit squares that I showed you, I'm using my Clover 4. And for this next project that you're about to see, I'm using my Clover 5mm. See, I'm a Clover girl.
Let me grab the project.
Thank you very much.
First words. Oh no, I sang.
You did sing, yes. So this one, I am using I Love This Yarn, which was gifted to me in Happy Mail. And it is the colour Tangerine Bubblegum. And it is 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards or 230 metres, 100% acrylic, medium 4. And it recommends a 5.5mm crochet hook, but I'm following a fibre spider tutorial and he recommends 5, so I'm using a 5. And you can wash up to 40 degrees Celsius, you can tumble dry, you can't iron, you can't bleach, you can dry clean. So there we go, Tangerine Bubblegum, which looks like this. It's got oranges and pinks together. Oh, my camera, my light is blowing it right out.
So it looks like Hubba Bubba.
Hopefully you guys can see it. So that's what it's looking like, and it's getting all a little bit floppy now. And I am making, my boss at work found out that I crochet. Now for the first May, June, July, August, September, the first 6 months of work. Wow, I've been there 6 months. First 6 months of working there, nobody knew I crocheted. I did that deliberately because not everybody sees that as a hobby for someone of my age. Some people are very stereotypical and call it a granny hobby. I don't call it that. I'm 35. I ain't a granny. I love it. Mike's younger than me. He's doing it. But I'm always a little bit self-conscious to tell people that I crochet. Anyway, she found out and she said, oh, my granddaughter's getting a new doll's pram and a doll's crib for Christmas. Are you able to do me a couple of little dolly blankets? And I went, yeah, sure. She said, I'll pay you, of course. I said, you don't need to pay me. I said, I've got plenty of yarn. You know, it's not a problem. She's like, I'm paying you. And you don't argue with my boss. So don't know what she's paying me, but she's paying me. And, you know, a few extra quid just before Christmas. Happy days. So I am doing fibre spiders, tessellated hearts.
You can see them.
You can see them. So you've got the hearts the right way up, and then you've got hearts that are upside down. I've nearly completed the upside down heart, but of course we've already started putting some more right way up ones. And I am see, it's tiny. I'm literally, it's still probably even a little bit too wide, but I wanted to do 1, 2, 3 repeats in the middle. And I will probably put on another sort of that much. I'm being very specific, aren't I? I could use a tape measure and be all profesh about it, but this is Manfa, isn't it? It's about this much. And she's asked for 2, so I've decided to do this one for the first one, and I have no idea what to do for the second dolly blanket because I wanted her to have 2 different ones, and I'm going to do it in a different colour as well. So if any of you guys have made little dolly blankets, let me know of any patterns that are quick, easy, work up, and you know, I obviously want to use yarn that is washable and dryable because, you know, she's 5. You know what little kids are like, and her parents don't need the faff of hand washing and lay flat to dry. I mean, come on guys, even I don't want that as a parent. So yes, tessellated hearts, fibre spider, fabulous tutorial, absolutely loving it. And I did this all last night, all in one night, and I even had sort of like 45-minute break in the middle of doing it as well. So hopefully this one won't take me too long. And being a 4 weight using a 5mm hook, it's growing really quick. Love it. So yeah, that's a commission. Like I said, let me know any dolly blankets or any nice stitch patterns that I can use for a dolly blanket, because if I impress my boss, she might give me a nice little bit of money, and she might even commission me for other things in the future. So I really do want to make a good impression, and you guys are the best people to ask advice I have found. So hit me up with all the tips and tricks. Get Manfa onto a winner, please. Love you. Thank you. Okay, so those are my whips other than my luck of the draw. Did you want to be first to show yours?
Might as well.
Yeah.
So, guys,
He's got his Crojo back.
it's my turn.
Oh, and I am having a lovely cup of tea in this beautiful mug, which earlier in the week... Oh no, they haven't seen this yet. This is from a Happy Mail. Thank you very much. You know who you are. People will see it next week. Flamazing.
Flamazing.
Come on then.
My hook.
Yep. Of course, this is 4mm Odyssey. He doesn't use anything else now, Leslie.
No.
He can use other hooks.
Oh yeah, I can.
He can. More than capable. He just doesn't want to.
I
Leslie.
use this on everything.
Leslie, you have created Furl's monster. Just saying.
No, I don't like the plastic ones.
Or the resin ones. You
Yeah,
just like that metal
I just
one.
like that one.
To be fair, it's probably the weight of it. And you've got big man hands,
Yeah,
so
and
the
it's
weight
metal,
goes in your
so it
favour.
slides nicely. I find the plastic fells, they have a really sharp point on the hook.
Keep
Just gets
snagging your
caught
yarn.
all the time. It's not for me. But they are very pretty.
They are beautiful.
So, as you well know, I have not crocheted for about a month, apart from maybe even longer.
It's about 5, getting on 6 weeks.
5, 6 weeks,
Yeah.
yeah. Apart from
Tile
Tile of the Week Thursday.
Yeah.
So, I lost my Crojo a lot.
He was 5
A
weeks
lot.
behind on his luck of the draw.
I
5
was.
weeks, Trish. You need to give him a slap.
But I did say I would catch up.
And he started to. So, little bit of a backstory. We started doing Tile of the Week on Sunday. Completed it on Sunday.
Yep.
He then said, I'm going to pick up my crochet tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And he did. And he did 2 rows that night. And then the second
4
night...
rows?
No, you did 2 rows the first night. And then the second night you did 4 rows. And then last night you did 3 rows. Because we've had Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. You've crocheted every night.
True.
So we did 2 rows, then 4 rows, then 3 rows.
Obviously, you've seen all of them. But when I picked it up, I was on that row.
That
That
first purple row.
Then
So
I
we
did
did
those 2.
Yep.
Then those 3 and 1 of the red.
Yep.
Then I did the rest.
So he's got 1 more row of white, and then he's on to the next week's colour. So in 3 days, he has put 2 weeks of luck of the draw colours in.
Told you I'd catch up.
So
in another 3 days, I'll have another 2 weeks, and I'll only be a
Hopefully.
week behind.
And you might even have a little bit more time, seeing as it's the weekend coming up.
That is true. Well,
Yeah.
we're doing things.
I'm going out Friday night. You've got all Friday night without me here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, or tonight actually, they're watching this on Friday, aren't they? Yeah, I'm going out tonight. One of my work colleagues is in a play. Now plays aren't normally a thing that I do, and but everyone else at work was going, and I was like the only one that wasn't going to go, so I felt like I had to go. So I'm going to a play, but I'd rather be at home crocheting.
So, obviously, mushroom was my first week. Green, orange, pink, mushroom again, yellow, green, red, blue, purple, red. But I haven't caught up yet, so there's more to come.
He's got 3 weeks Owen plus yesterday's number that was drawn. Because they're seeing this on Friday. So he'll be back up to being behind by 4 weeks. But if he can do 2 weeks in 3 days, then he can at least get another 2 days in, maybe 2 weeks in, maybe even 3 weeks by next Friday. Not too much pressure. Let's not scare the man off. He's only just picked up his hook again.
Yeah, but I only did 3 rows yesterday, and I did 4 rows the day before. So
yeah.
When it comes to the main colour, I fly.
The white, yeah.
And it's the row after the window row
When you've got to put your doubles
takes the
into those
longest.
chains is what he
Oh,
sometimes
it's
struggle with
slower.
it.
I
Yeah.
just gotta.
Just slows them down.
Yeah.
Because it's not a solid stitch that you're going into, it's only a chain.
And the solid stitch, I don't even think about it anymore. It's just like beep, 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 done.
So that break was well worth Mike taking because he feels like he's had his break and, you know, that's great. But not only has he picked up his hook, he has picked up his hook and he is flying at a faster rate than he ever did before he took his break. Because before he took his break, I could get him to do tile of the week and one luck of the draw.
And maybe a bit of my shawl.
But that was it.
But I haven't touched that shawl for so long.
So he has done tile of the week and 2 weeks of luck of the draw. So maybe his Crojo's bitten him really hard. The crochet bug's bitten him hard this time. So yes, now 4 weeks behind, but you would have been 6 if you hadn't have done those two.
Yep.
So all credit to Mike. He is trying to power through and catch up so that it doesn't become an unobtainable goal, because that will just put negative pressure on.
This is only my second white.
There you go.
I bought 7. 7.
Yeah,
I don't need 7.
We bought way too much.
I've not even used a quarter of any of the colours on my first ball.
No.
And I bought 7 of each.
I think some of them were even 8. But anyway, I think I'm on my 3rd or my 4th black. But that's because I'm using 2 hook sizes bigger than Mike is. So that was Stylecraft Special DK, which is a lightweight 3 and is 4mm Odyssey furls.
Yes.
Mine is Stylecraft Special DK, the same but different colours. But I'm using my 5mm furls. I am a clove girl, but I'm using furls on this one. And the more I'm using it, the more I'm getting used to it. So I think most people are either, like, they sway more to one type of hook, but they can use other hooks as and when they need to. So I am predominantly clover, but I can use a furl. And to begin with, I was really struggling with the furls, wasn't I? They were just really thick and cumbersome. Because, I mean, that's your clover, or my clover more, if you're not familiar. And then this beastie is my furls. Can you see the difference? They're both a 5mm, but the clover is much shorter. This has got a longer neck. This is much fatter, because if you see in my hand, that's, you know, I can even kind of just even do that. But this one, I feel like I'm like real, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just like, rather than
But then if you used mine, slightly thinner.
Yeah, no, I know, because this one's a resin one. It's a gorgeous sparkly resin one.
Slightly thinner
Any
than
excuse
yours
to show this off. And this weighs an absolute ton.
But it's shorter.
And it is shorter,
and it's got this bit here.
Yeah.
Is different.
I don't know if they'll be able to see that.
Yeah, they can now. The metal one is so much smaller.
So I can use her, and I will use her on other things as well, because you know what we're like with multiple, or we know what I'm like with multiple projects. But I am a clover girl, really. Clover more.
It's so shiny.
But when I first started this channel, guys, which wasn't even 12 months ago, it's 12 months in January, I still had the generic all aluminium crochet hooks from Amazon, the really cheap, inexpensive ones from Amazon. It wasn't until I was gifted Clover Moore or gifted furls. Like, you all changed my world. YouTube changed my world, and my friends on YouTube changed my world in more ways than you can even imagine. Anyway.
You wouldn't have had that if I didn't push you to it.
Yeah, I know. I'm waffling a lot. We're already at 25 minutes. So yes, Stylecraft Special DK. My main colour is black, whereas Mike's is white. You have seen this week after week after week. Not going to unfold it all because it is becoming a beast.
So much bigger than mine.
I know, right? I'm not. I can't even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because
Ooh,
last
nearly
week
3/4 of the way through.
last week was my orange.
Orange.
And it's neon highlighter smack you in the face orange. It's Lala's favourite orange. I can't get used to saying orange. So yes, last week was the beautiful neon orange again. And because I needed to wait to show you this, I haven't watched what this week's number is yet, so don't tell me. Don't tell me, I need to go and watch the video. And I believe it was Nancy at Nan's Next Knots that drew the number again. I think Nancy's back for luck of the draw because she's done the last 2, 3, maybe 4. Which is awesome that she is better and well enough to do it because we all missed her. And we still thank Trish profusely for stepping in. So yes, luck of the draw 6. Mama Swift, Trisha did it for a bit, drawing the numbers, but now Nancy from Nan's Next Knots is back. I will link both of them down below. Anyone I've mentioned, I'll link down below. I'm going to have to rewatch this video because I think I've mentioned quite a few people and I don't want to miss anyone out. So yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I finish. Yeah.
That's it.
That's all the crochet. So just quickly, remember, Christmas card exchange started by Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. We want to send as many people that want a Christmas card, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, any card this festive season, because we can't afford to give you all presents because we are not Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We don't have that kind of magic or that kind of money. So Christmas cards it is. So if you would like a Christmas card from Mike and I, please drop me an email. It is down in the description box and it is on my about page. If you can send us a card back in the exchange, so excited, so here for it, can't wait, would absolutely love one from all of you lovelies, but totally understand if you can or you don't want to. But yeah, get in touch with me via email and we'll get that sorted and we'll get that started. And because it was Crystal's idea, send her a card too, please, if you can.
And while we're on the Christmas theme, one of our little cherubs,
Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. Thank you, Mike.
we got them to write out their Christmas list for Santa, and it was, well,
So
we'll let you decide
yeah,
what it was.
this is not staged or set up in any way, shape or form. Last night at the dinner table, I said, kids, you need to start thinking about writing your letters to Santa because it's getting awfully close to Christmas and he needs an idea of what you would like. But we left them to it. They got their own paper and pencil, sat to the table. I was on the sofa crocheting. Mike was on the sofa crocheting.
Genuinely.
They genuinely sat and wrote their letters, and then they came over to the sofa and said, Mum, done my letters. I said, right, okay. I said, pop it there, darling. I'm in the middle of watching Fibre Spider. Let me get to the end of this row and I'll pause it and I'll read it. So he put it down, came back over to his Xbox and carried on playing. I finished, yeah, my youngest boy Max, he's 10, okay, and he's starting to do the whole not sure if he believes thing, which breaks my heart. Anyway, so yeah, he went back on his Xbox. I finished that row that I was on, paused Craig for a minute, picked up his letter from Santa, read it, and then the bottom bit made me cry. Like, I had genuine tears, didn't I?
Yeah.
And Mike said, why are you crying over his Christmas list? Like, is it really expensive or something? So, without any prompting, without any influence from us at all, the only thing we have said to them is to not expect as much this year as previous years, because this year we're really strapped for cash than we have been in other years. Anyway, that's getting too much into our personal business. Shut up, Manfa. So he does his Dear Santa, for this Christmas, may I have, and he lists all his bits, and I'm not going to tell you what he's asked for. But at the bottom, I don't know if I can read it without crying again. He put, And can you get my mum to 1k subscribers on her YouTube account? She really wants 1k subs.
And it's his handwriting.
His handwriting, spelling mistakes and all. My boy genuinely asked Santa to get me to 1k for Christmas. So I had a proper mum moment. Started crying. Called him over and I went, give me a cuddle. He said, why are you crying? Thinking he had done something wrong. And I said, they're happy tears. They're happy tears. Don't worry, just give mummy a cuddle. And I gave him a cuddle and I said, do you know, you are the only one that asked for something not for themselves, and the fact that you asked for something for me and it to do with YouTube, bless him. I was just like, I was blown away. I was a sobbing mess for about 5 minutes, wasn't I?
It is amazing how he thought about that, because it's not even to do with Christmas.
No, because like I said, the only thing we said was don't expect as much as last year because we haven't got as much money. Now, technically, he should have put at the bottom of his letter, and please give my mum some more money. She really needs it. But he didn't. He put, can mum have her 1k subscribers? Oh. He's never in the room when we're filming these videos. So he hasn't said we're nearly at our one, or hasn't heard us say we're nearly at 1k. Please, can I have my 1k? It will totally make my Christmas. He hasn't heard any of that. And he doesn't watch my channel that much either. You might have seen, what, a handful of videos, if that, because it's mum and mum's boring. Totally understand. He's 10. Doesn't even know how to hold a hook, let alone crochet. Anyway, so there is literally no prompting. He did that out of the goodness of his heart, totally off his own back. And he made his mum cry. And I just thought I would share that with you all because you are part of my channel too. So, yeah, my baby wants his mummy to get her 1k for Christmas. How cute is that? And you know what? If it does happen, I will even more believe in Christmas miracles. Just saying, my baby made it happen, and so did the big guy himself. I mean, amazing. Anyway, if it doesn't happen, it's absolutely fine. It will happen when it's meant to happen. It would just be lovely, especially as Christmas is my...
Make his day.
It would make his day, and he'll think that his magic worked, although it's not his magic. He made Santa use the actual magic to make it happen. So
you might make him believe for longer.
It might make him believe for long. But anyway, we're not saying all of it. No, we're not even saying all of this for any reason other than to share with you a personal, private family moment, which kind of involves you guys, because without any of you guys, this channel wouldn't be where it is right now. Yes, we're the ones that do the videos. Yes, we're the ones that work hard to put content out every day for you. Yes, we're the ones that do lives and everything else. But there's no point doing any of that if we don't have an audience. So the fact that we have you guys is the main sole reason and purpose. We do this because we enjoy it and for self-satisfaction, because we have fun, but mainly for you guys because you're our audience and you keep coming back for more, and we can't ever thank you enough for that. So when we do reach our 1k, it's going to be absolutely amazing. But if it doesn't happen for Christmas, that's okay. We can wait a little bit longer, but I just think you guys needed to know that. That's a really heartwarming little moment. And I don't mind sharing them. Positive, heartwarming. It's what this community is all about. It's what Christmas is all about. And I'm going to get off here before I start blubbing again, because every time I've thought about it, I've nearly been crying. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It's been another over half an hour long video. I don't know how you sit through us for that long. I really don't know. If I was watching me, I would have clicked off by now. Anyway, you guys rock. You really, really do. You are absolutely amazing. We have the best Yarny family and friends we could ever wish for, and we love you all equally. It's literally all I've got to say. Each and every one of you equally. So, share us out if you will. It would make Max's day if his little wish happens, but no pressure. It is a no pressure channel, as my lovely Ashley from Stitching Ain't Easy says about her channel. No pressure. It will be what it will be, and we'll be here day after day. Oh, stories on Saturday, stories on Sunday, magazine Monday. Tuesday is Happy Mail. No, it's winnings from Crochet in Agreement's monetization party. Wednesday is Happy Mail. Thursday is Tile of the Week Thursday, and then we're right back to Crochet Catch Up. So lots more fun to have. Have a lovely weekend. We will see you soon for more madness, but until then,
Stay safe.
be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
If you want a card, drop me a line. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.